Hi, it's Kevin Sharp. I'm here today with Adam Gorham, the creator of the Blue Flame and artist on Darth Vader, to talk about a page from Batman Black and White.
Hi. Yeah. I've chosen a page from Kevin Nolan's Monsters in the Closet, which is a short story from the Batman Black and White series. I believe this was printed in the fourth issue of the first run of that series, and it's a gorgeous page, just like everything that Kevin Nolan does. But this page has lived large in my memory because it's an eight-panel sequence that starts from the heights of Gotham City. Like, the first panel is a high-rise shot of some buildings, and you follow all the way down throughout the panels to seeing Batman on the street. Um, so much about this page is interesting to me. Just the pacing, um, throughout the panels, the way it's eight panels on a page, but does not feel cluttered. It reads very clearly, and the inversion of how you would normally introduce Batman in a Batman story. He's not jumping rooftops or gliding above the streets. It starts from the top and comes all the way down to see Batman hiding in the shadows. Um, and I've always found that really really interesting. Um, yeah.
Do you know when you would have first seen this? Were you a reader of Batman Black and White?
No, I was not. I didn't read this when it was published. Um, I would have discovered this when I went through like a big Batman collector phase when I was in I think my early 20s, late teens, early 20s, and this was about the time that I was also getting into Grant Morrison's run. I was soaking up a lot of things Batman, and was catching up on a lot. And I also I was a late bloomer when it came to attending comic conventions as a fan. So I was basically catching up for a lot of lost time. Reading things that were famous for being great Batman stories or great comics in general. So I was playing catch up, and Batman in Black and White was something that I had always seen on shelves as a collected edition, but I got into collecting singles so that I can go and like have different things signed or whatever. So I picked up. I managed to get my hands on a copy of Batman Black and White issue 4, and wanted to have the various creators on the book sign it. But anyway, that's where I discovered that page, and it was just the level of storytelling and craftsmanship, and I think it might have been one of the first times that I had seen Kevin Nolan's work and was aware that it was Kevin Nolan's work. Obviously, I had seen his work much sooner, but I wasn't. Also, it wasn't until that point where I started associating creators' names with their work, and so um, his his inking and his storytelling left a huge impact on me, and that page specifically. So yeah, it would have been like in the early 20, late 2000s, early 2010s is what I went and got my hands on that and seen it for the first time.
As our viewers are seeing the page as we talk, can you talk just generally as an artist? What do you appreciate about Kevin Nolan, his storytelling, his work, just in general?
The way he spots blacks, his use of shadows and solid, and heavy inks. he he's just he's got this really nice gothic quality to it that's also, it's not messy. Like, it's not, I wouldn't qualify it as like gritty by any means, but it feels classic, and yet, very contemporary. It's reminiscent of Alex Toth, and the Silver Age EC comics, especially this story, because it is kind of a it's a quasi horror story. Um, but yeah, he's like the quintessential comic artist, and I like the way he renders with his line work. It never feels it always feels precise, and it never feels overwrought or busy. Um, it's he's marvelous. So and I especially like the way he will um, cast light and shadow on faces, especially Batman. Where he chooses to put um, in light sources that just for the sake of creating mood rather than reality. Um, it's quite excellent. I can't say enough nice things about it.
Great. Thank you for joining us, Adam.
No problem.